Hey everyone, here's a question. Pinky runs around a square field of a side 75 meter. Bob runs around a rectangular field with a length 160 meter and breadth 105 meter. Who covers more distance and by how much? So they're talking about two people here. One is Pinky, who runs around a square field, and the side of a square is given, which is 75 meter. And next we're talking about the Bob, who runs around the rectangular field, and the length and breadth are given. Length is 160 meter and breadth is 105 meter. What we have to find out? We have to find out who has covered more distance. That is, we have to find out distance covered by Pinky and distance covered by Bob, and then we have to compare whose distance is more here. Now since both are running around the square field, right? So this is rectangle, and let me take a square here. So the square, we have, when the Pinky is covering the distance here, she's actually covering the perimeter of the square. So if suppose she's starting from here and she's running around the square field, which means she's covering the perimeter of the square. Similarly, Bob also covering the rectangular field, which means we have to find out the perimeter of the rectangle, right? This boundary is nothing but the perimeter, right? So we have to find out the perimeter of both square and rectangle, and then we have to compare which one is greater. So first we're going to find out for the Pinky. So they have given the side here, side is equal to 75 meter. So let me write down that. So side is equal to, so side is equal to 75 meter. And what we have to find out? We have to find out the distance covered by Pinky. So distance covered by Pinky, distance covered by Pinky will be equal to, we have to find out the perimeter of square. So perimeter of square formula is 4 into side. So we're gonna write down 4 multiplied by side. We know side measurement, it is 75 meter. We're gonna substitute and get the value here. So this is equal to 4 into 75 meter, which will be equal to 4 into 75 is 300. So this is equal to 300 meter. So we have got the distance covered by Pinky. The same way we have to find out distance covered by Bob, and here they have given length and breadth. So length here is 160 meter and breadth here is 105 meter. Using this we have to find out the distance covered by Bob. So let's find out that. So distance covered by Bob will be distance covered by Bob will be equal to, we are using a perimeter of rectangle here, so formula is 2 into L plus B. So 2 into L plus B. So you have to substitute the value of length and breadth here and get the value of the perimeter. So it's 2 into length here is 160, so 160 plus breadth here is 105, so 105. So first we're going to add them. 160 plus 105 is 265, so it's 2 into 265. Multiply this 2, this will be equal to 530. So you can see that 530 meter is more than 300 meter. If you compare the distance here, 530 is greater than 300, which means Bob has covered more distance here. So first question is, who's covered more distance? So Bob has covered more distance here. Then second question is by how much, which means we have to find out the difference between the distance. So let's find out the difference here. So difference in distance covered will be, distance covered will be equal to, we have to just subtract both the values. One is 530, so 530 minus 300, which will be equal to, when you subtract this to value, it will be equal to 230. So 230 meters. So that's it. I hope it's clear how to find out the answer. In case you have any other question or doubt, you can drop a comment. I'll try to make a video on it. Thank you so much for watching.